we should first define resistance itself. Resistance is a measure of how much a component or material resists the flow of electricity through it, measured in ohms. It's inversely proportional to current. More resistance means less current will flow. Less resistance means more current will flow. Equivalent resistance may sound like a complex term, but it's really not. It's just a fancy way of saying total resistance. When you have a circuit with more than one component in it, we need to have a way of calculating the total effective resistance of the whole circuit, or of one part of the circuit. The way we calculate equivalent resistance depends on whether we're working with a series or a parallel circuit. A series circuit is one where all the components are connected in a single continuous loop. A parallel circuit is one where the components are connected in separate branches. The method we use to calculate equivalent resistance is different for each type of circuit. For a series circuit, we simply add up the resistances of each component. However, in a parallel circuit, the reciprocal of the total resistance is equal to the sums of the reciprocals of the resistances of each branch. Let's go through an example of each type. Let's say you have a series circuit containing a resistor, a bulb, and a battery. The resistor has a resistance of 6 ohms, and the bulb has a resistance of 3 ohms. What is the equivalent resistance of the circuit? Simple. 6 plus 3 equals 9 ohms. But now if we connect those two components in a parallel circuit, our calculations get a little more complex. We can say that the reciprocal of the total resistance equals 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3. Now we need to construct an algebraic arrangement to solve for the total resistance. We do this by taking the reciprocal of both sides. This tells us that the total resistance is equal to the reciprocal of 1/3 plus 1/6, which is equal to the reciprocal of 3/6, which is the same as 1/2. When you take the reciprocal of a fraction, you just flip the fraction. So that gives us a total resistance of 2 over 1, which is 2 ohms. So the total resistance is 2 ohms. The term resistance refers to the way we measure how much a circuit component resists the flow of electricity, or current, passing through it. More resistance means less current is flowing through the circuit. Equivalent resistance is a different way of indicating total resistance, which we calculate differently for series and parallel circuits. In a series circuit, the different components are connected in a single continuous loop. In a parallel circuit, separate branches connect the components. When calculating total resistance in series circuits, we add up the resistance measurements for each component. When calculating total resistance in a parallel circuit, we add the reciprocals of the resistances found in each branch. So to find the equivalent resistance of a parallel circuit, we have to do some algebra.